Hi, this old-timer would like to visit with you about the pork industry during the 50s and 60s decades. I became professionally involved in the pork industry in the 50s when most of the hogs were raised by family farms and they were small units. As we moved into the middle part of the 50s, herds started getting somewhat larger, but in the 60s, another form of production came along. And producers started getting more pride, and they didn't want to call themselves hog farmers anymore. They were now pork producers. And what you know is her name's on top.
I see.
The National Hog Farmer ran a series of articles called Blueprint for Pork. And the third article challenged the pork producers: if you really want to organize, you must go out and poll the producers to find out what kind of an organization they want. A few of the leaders invited a group of the leaders to a meeting in Moline soon after this to meet the challenge to see whether or not they would really want to go ahead and do it. This meeting later on became known as the Great Moline Meeting. But at this meeting, yes, the producers said they wanted to go ahead with the poll. Yes, they was willing to raise some money for the Get Ready Fund, but who was going to spearhead this drive? The people at that meeting pledged $10,000 that day for the Get Ready Fund. It was also at this meeting they came to me and they said, "Pig, will you be our spokesman and organizer?" And I said, "Yes, I'd be tickled to." They wanted to finance this project with a voluntary nickel per head. A voluntary nickel per head. No commodity group had ever attempted to do this before. The president made the remark that he wished he had more time here because he'd like to have an Iowa boar for his herd. Well, we got there and he came out, was visiting with us, and he had a dinner bell there, a big old dinner bell. He rang it. And about a fourth of a block down from his main house, with his home, that was the press shack. And they came running out to do interviews and stuff. We were standing there and he said, "Would you like to tour the ranch?" And the way back he said, "You got time to have lunch with me?" So he said, "Here's all an LBJ pin." Boy, he pinned the LBJ pin, an old politician. And we're sitting there having lunch. He rang his bell and he said, the guy came with the camera, he said, "Take a picture of these folks and send them all a picture of it." I mean, an old he never quit politicking. I appreciate receiving this award from you, the staff members of the farm publications that have been informing the public for decade after decade of what's going on in agriculture.